Hi, my name is Katie Tully, and I am a music educator here in Bellingham, Washington. I teach preschool through 5th grade at Happy Valley Elementary. I am also the coordinator for our district's preschool through 8th grade music program. I am going to talk about how world music drumming has changed my classroom, my school culture, and has affected our district. I've been teaching world music drumming for probably about 10 years, and it quickly, once I started, became my favorite thing to teach. I also have an after-school drum ensemble. We call it the Advanced Drum Ensemble for my oldest kids, my 4th and 5th graders. And it brings me a lot of joy to have that option to move further through some of the curriculum and work with kids after school that really want to make extra music outside of our school music program. In my classroom, I always start the year with drumming. We have so many things as music teachers to teach. One of the ways that I set my kids up for success is to start my older groups in the fall with world music drumming and creating that community. It has been something that has changed my classroom culture, and I know that it has trickled out into the school culture. When you start with world music drumming, you start by focusing on teamwork, by focusing on community, by noticing how important it is to listen to each other, to honor each other, to respect each other. You listen for how things work together. And one of the other things I love so much about it is it starts out the year elevating kids, elevating their student status, giving them opportunities to be leaders, giving them opportunities to, either in a big way, be at the front in the lead drummer chair and maybe lead question answer or start out an ensemble, or in little ways like giving them the shaker. Maybe they're the shaker part because you can see that they're ready to nail it. Maybe you point them out and all the low drums watch that one student because they really nailed down the low drum pattern. I've seen kids who would never raise their hand in class to speak, raise their hand to be the leader on the main drum, or look at me with this, please choose me, I've got this pattern down, so I can point to that kid and say, okay, everybody's eyes on this student. And they're ready to lead in that way because they can feel successful. One of the best parts about world music drumming to me is how successful kids can feel on day one, whether that's just echoing, whether that's being part of an ensemble, just feeling like they are able to successfully get that part that you're giving them. And you can so easily take the ensembles and simplify parts. You can take the ensemble and make the parts even trickier for those kids who want to push. You can find extra things to put into the ensembles. You can put kids in charge of, like I said, shaker A, and that's a little trickier part, and it's just one or just two kids, and they get to feel like they really tried something new. They really got to hold something down. There's just so many ways to give kids an opportunity to shine and listen to each other and feel important and feel seen and feel heard. It's just such a honestly magical thing to do with your kids. And you're really making music. There's so many things we have to do in the music room there's so many, I shouldn't say do in the music room where we're singing, we're playing ukuleles, we are playing xylophones, we're learning rhythms, we're learning notation. And some of it's hard for kids. There are some things that feel, make kids struggle through, which is not a bad thing. But with world music drumming, you can get through that struggle and feel successful in so many ways. Another thing that is really important with world music drumming, I think, is the social emotional impact. I took a workshop with Nicole Williams, and it focused on how world music drumming can be used for social emotional learning. And it was absolutely incredible to take this, what we're already doing, and find ways to really connect with kids and help them connect with themselves, help them connect with each other in so many really cool ways. And my district, as the coordinator, I am in charge of PD for my cohort of elementary music teachers, and we're focusing on social emotional learning and UDL and how to accomplish that through drumming and activities with world music drumming. And it's so exciting because we can share that with each other, and I know it's going to go through all of the district classrooms, music classrooms, and be impactful to a huge group of kids. So in a nutshell, world music drumming is my favorite thing to do in my classroom, and I look forward to it every year, and I bring it back throughout the year, and I am excited to do more and learn more this summer and take more workshops and keep learning and keep bringing things back and keep learning from my students. They teach me new things every year, and yeah, world music drumming.